Hi guys. So I hope you can hear me. I'm using my little headphones because my sister is still sleeping. We're both going to the airport today. Strangely enough, somehow our travel worked out the same weekend. She's going down to Cabo with a girlfriend of hers. They're having like a girls only retreat, vacation type thing. And so it's funny, she's going through all of her clothes and packing them and trying to figure out exactly what's going on and taking dresses and bathing suits and how many shoes and accessories, and she wants to make sure she has enough stuff. And then there's me and I have like one pair of shoes that are my Vibrams. I have, one shirt other than my airplane clothes for there and back, since we're not changing clothes, we're going to be out in the middle of nowhere. And, it was very easy for me to pack. So I have this one bag, and she has a carry-on too, but it's just very different environments. And times it's 5:16 a.m. right now. I've been up for a couple hours. Usually I get up at 4 in the morning, which I love because usually I get up and exercise a little and have my morning spirulina, and then I usually go down to the beach and watch sunrise and do some yoga and meditate by the water. But I'm gonna be gone by the time the sun comes up today, or at least I'll be at the airport because it's been around 7 a.m. lately. So anyway, um, wow, I'm kind of out of it. The funny thing about this camping trip coming up is that I have not thought about it. Like I've prepared for it. So, my left brain, let me check off the list, let me go shopping for this item and this item, let me get the right kind of clothes, let me get all of the little things I need, which really aren't much since it's ultralight camping. So I'm not taking hardly anything at all, like nothing that is not absolutely needed. So really all I'm taking is like clothes for to wear, the clothes on my back, and food, the food that I showed in the video yesterday. And so that's kind of it, and like my journal and my camera, which I'm not even sure if he'll let me bring because I know he has a camera, and we were talking about sharing a notebook so that we can just keep our packs as light as possible. He's a stickler, but I'm looking forward to it. I know that I'll be stretched, and I know that after this I'll have a definite different viewpoint of what is needed. I have some friends who travel a lot, and they keep saying that every trip they go on, they wind up thinking that, wow, I didn't use half the stuff in my bag, but when I packed it, I really, really thought I would need it. So that sounds cool. I'm really excited since there is so much travel coming up in the very near future to be able to not be connected to items and be able to have my energy more freely circulating, because as you disconnect from things that you're locked into, you have more of your own life force to just kind of be in you, and that is really invigorating and exciting. And the thing about not thinking about this trip at all, this morning I woke up and my alarm went off at 3. I was having this really weird dream, and I woke up and I was kind of groggy because it is an hour earlier than when I usually wake up, even though my sleep schedule is kind of weird, so I keep it pretty fluid, which is actually great. That way you don't get stuck on any sleep schedule and you can just kind of always be going. But I woke up with this feeling of nervousness because I have not spent any time mentally preparing for this thing purposefully. I haven't anticipated what it was going to be like because I have no idea what it will be like. The only other camping trip I've ever been on was in college with a bunch of my college friends, and we packed our trunks full of clothes and, well, not even really clothes, just stuff. I don't even know what we brought. And that was before I was even a vegetarian. So we had these hamburgers and things to put on the fire, and didn't work. And so not at all a backpacking camping trip. And although I love being outside, and obviously most of my videos are from being outside, I don't spend all day every day outside, and I certainly don't usually sleep outside, much less away from any civilization at all, like days hiking into a wilderness area. Granted, beautiful, magical, heavenly wilderness, but still, it's just very different energy, especially after being immersed in Los Angeles for the past several months. It's going to be really activating and incredible, and I know that I'll come back different. So it's kind of like Shasta. Whenever I think about what's going to happen at the retreat at Shasta, which is less than a month away now, it's about 3 weeks away, I can't even see it. Usually I have some amount of precog, and so I'll get like flashes or feelings or maybe a snippet of a conversation that will happen or something like that. But when I think about Shasta, all that happens in my mind is this glowing white light that's totally blinding, and I can't see anything. All I know is that I need to go, I need to get all my little ducks in order, I need to get the people who are going to be there squared away, I need to make sure we have everything we need, and then I'm just supposed to go with my itinerary and my, contracts with the people who are working with us and all this kind of stuff. But I can't see anything that's going to happen there. And I feel like this is the same. I feel like it will be so different than anything I expect that not letting myself think about it is actually going to make everything a lot easier because I don't have any expectations to shift once I get there. And I kind of feel like that should be a way of living all the time that I'm going to try to adopt, because when you live in the present moment, you don't have time to form expectations about the future. You can set intentions, which I have been doing, and which I should probably get on a little bit more, for travel to go easily. For instance, since my bag got stolen, I don't have a photo ID. My new license hasn't arrived in the mail yet, so I'm bringing my birth certificate and my social security card, and goodness knows how long it'll take me to get through security, so I have to go even another hour earlier, and just all this kind of stuff. But it's not that inconvenient, and so I'm trying to set my intentions for that to be smooth and just for the trip to go great. And I know that Mike is very knowledgeable. He's been doing this, well, he's been camping for 20 years. He's been doing ultralight for several years. And so I'm not worried about my safety. What I am worried about is going to be my comfort level getting challenged, which I think is really great because I'll come back different. I do feel like even just the electromagnetic fields out there and being totally immersed in them. And a friend of mine told me that Tetons, that I think the French named the Tetons, and that they're named after breasts, like breasts of Mother Earth, which is perfect, I think, because when I think of Mother Earth, Gaia, and then I think of breasts, it's like this nourishing, life giving thing. And so it makes sense that I would feel drawn to go there, that going there would be super synchronicitous, and that I feel like I'll come back different, and being nurtured in that incredibly nourishing environment feels, yeah, makes sense. I mean, I laughed when I heard it this morning, but I can't say that I'm that surprised. Anyway, well, have a great weekend, you guys. I'm hoping to be recording video on the trail, but like I said in another video or two, I can't predict what's going to happen, so I might just come back and recap it for you. I hope to at least be taking pictures, though, so I'll at least have something to record what it was like there, and I'll have my journal, but I don't know how much writing I'll be doing. I don't know anything, so we'll see what happens. Go in peace. Have a wonderful weekend. Do whatever you need to do to be balanced and happy and okay with whatever it is that you're going through physically, emotionally, and spiritually, because we're all shifting and fighting it. I got that amazing reading from Amy Landerman yesterday, and she pointed out something that I knew but I needed to hear again, which was, we're always exactly where we're supposed to be. There's never a question that we're not where we're supposed to be. However, us resisting it or going about it joyously will make a difference as to how it feels to us. But our actual physical environment, place, activity is always exactly what it's supposed to be. So that really took a lovely, delightful, delicious load off. Well, the load wasn't delicious, but once it was off my shoulders, that was delicious feeling. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. But yeah, I'll talk to you again hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday, and have a great weekend. Go in peace, and bye.